Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the vision of one of technology's most influential architects and his blueprint for the future of AI in, well, the world's most populous country.
Yep, that's Bill Gates himself talking about Nandan Nilekani. You know him, right? Co-founder of the IT giant Infosys and the visionary who helped architect India's entire digital transformation. He's a true pioneer when it comes to shaping India's digital economy.
So, to really get a handle on Nilekani's pretty bold blueprint for AI, we've got to first understand the just unprecedented foundation he helped build. This foundation is what puts India in a truly unique position on the world stage. Okay, let's just dive right into it. Let's rewind the clock to 2009. The challenge was, well, it was absolutely monumental. You had hundreds of millions of Indians with no verifiable ID. That effectively locked them out of the formal economy. No bank accounts, no government benefits, nothing. So, Nilekani leaves his high-profile role at Infosys to lead a government startup. A really audacious project that would become known as Aadhaar. He went from a corner office looking out over a golf course to being employee number one of a startup inside the government. And what came next, it wasn't just a single project. It was the full-on construction of an entirely new kind of national infrastructure, one built for what they call population scale. So in less than a decade, a whole series of powerful, interconnected systems were launched. This became what we now know as the India Stack. It's this layered, open architecture for identity, for payments, and for data. And each layer just built right on top of the last, creating this powerful flywheel effect. Think of it like this, right? The government builds the digital highways, and then anyone, and I mean anyone, from a huge corporation to a single entrepreneur can run their services right on top of them. This philosophy, this is the real key to unlocking innovation at a massive, massive scale. Okay, let's just talk about the sheer scale of this for a second. Aadhaar became the world's largest biometric ID system. That's 1.3 billion people enrolled. It's authenticated 80 million times a day. Nothing, and I mean nothing, like it has ever been done before. And UPI, which is the payments layer built on these rails, it's now processing over 17 billion, yep, that's billion with a B, transactions, every single month. It has made sending money as easy and as cheap as firing off a text message. And this isn't just a fun fact, This foundational infrastructure, this digital plumbing for a billion people, that is what uniquely positions India for the next great technological revolution. They solved the problem of scale first. So how does all this connect to the AI era? Well, Nilekani has a very distinct, almost contrarian view on the global AI race that's got everyone captivated right now. While so many countries and companies are hyper-focused on building bigger and bigger AI models, Nilekani argues that's quickly becoming a commodity. The knowledge of how to build them is pretty much universal now, so he thinks the real value, it's somewhere else entirely. Now, what's really interesting here is the contrast in strategy. See, it's not about winning the model building race. For India, it's all about winning the application race. It's a shift from pouring billions into model supremacy to focusing on what you might call frugal innovation that creates value at a massive scale. And this application-first mindset, it leads directly to Nilekani's pretty bold prediction for the country's role in the global AI landscape. And why does he say that? Because India has the perfect trifecta. You've got the complex problems that need solving, you've got the massive pool of tech-savvy talent, and most importantly, you have the digital rails already in place to deploy solutions to over 1 billion people, cheaply and quickly. So what do these use cases actually look like in practice? Well, they aren't just hypotheticals. They are already emerging in critical sectors that touch the lives of hundreds of millions. These aren't theories or pilots, okay? These are live applications running on the DPI rails today, reaching millions. Everything from making voice payments on UPI to AI-powered chatbots for farmers, the application layer is absolutely exploding. And this quote just brilliantly illustrates the ultimate goal. It's not about flashy tech. It's about making technology truly accessible and useful to every single person, in their own language, in their own context. That is what real impact looks like. So what does this AI-powered future require from all of us, both in terms of skills and new infrastructure? And maybe most importantly,
What challenges are on the horizon?
According to Nilekani, the most important skills in the age of AI will be the deeply human ones. He argues that AI can automate, the middle stuff, but it can never replace things like empathy, collaboration, leadership, or the ability to think from first principles. Those skills, they become more valuable, not less.
Beyond just skills, the journey continues by building new layers of digital infrastructure. This means creating open networks for commerce and energy, kind of like what UPI did for payments. And it also means enabling asset tokenization to bring liquidity to assets like land, which could unlock trillions in value. But this is not a simple or easy path. For AI to be truly adopted and trusted, especially in critical areas like business and government, it has to overcome some pretty significant hurdles.
Nilekani really emphasizes that these three pillars, accuracy, bias, and responsible regulation, are the core challenges we have to solve. For a business, think about it. A brand's reputation is on the line. One wrong answer is simply not an option. It has to work, and it has to work responsibly.
Ultimately, Nilekani's vision isn't really about the technology itself. It's about harnessing a powerful new force for good, mastering its complexities, and applying it for human progress at a scale that the world has never, ever seen before. The question for all of us now is, how will we choose to master it?